All right, starting with our strap, let's take our hands out wide so that our arms can remain straight and we're pointing out at about a 45-degree angle. And we're going to lift our strap up and then bring it back in front of us. Lift it up and bring it back in front. And as we continue to find this movement, I want you to listen to how you move through your shoulders. Does one arm dominate? Do you lift your shoulders, like elevate them, when you lift your hands up and maybe start to reach overhead? Or can you keep your shoulders down? Then I want you to turn your thumbs out so they point out away from you and find the same movement. Does it make a difference for you in your movement? Then start to take your hands back behind you just to a place that honors you. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Some of you will be able to get all the way back. And move slow enough that you can feel how you move through your shoulders. Can you feel when you engage the top of your shoulders, if you engage them? Can you feel how you open across the front of your shoulders and how the back of your shoulders engage? Can you feel the area at about mid-back or upper mid-back, about where that engages? So towards the base of your shoulder blades. It's absolutely okay to bend elbows. Notice if you flare out the front of your ribs, so if they pop forward when you move, or can you keep your ribs stable? Then we're going to bring our hands out in front of us with your palms up, and we're going to start to warm up the lower body. So sinking our hips back into chair pose, chest stays up. Reach your hands forward and up. Bring your hands back to your chest, sink your hips back. Standing up, extending our arms forward, bringing our elbows down, sinking our hips back. Rising up, extend, bring our hands in, sink our hips back. And up, and down. Continue to flow. Find one more time. Then release our hands down. We're going to keep our hands wide with palms facing forward. We're going to step our right foot back and then reach our strap over to the right, but our left hand is going to stay forward. Come back. You're going to create softness in your strap. Step your left foot back. Extend your right arm forward and your left hand back until you have tension on the strap. Come forward, bring your hands back to center. Right hand reaches back and down. You're only going to as far as the side of your body. Come forward and back. As you come back, I want you to notice that you're not twisting. You're staying facing the front of your mat, and your hands only coming back to the point where you can feel the base of your shoulder blade engage. Let your front arms stay stable. And come back to center after finishing both sides. And then we're going to let our strap off to the side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Rise up halfway. And fold and hold. Maybe taking our hands to our elbows or our upper arms. Finding length through the back of our shoulders, our upper back, and the back of our legs. Breathing. Continuing to allow gravity to lengthen. And on our next inhale, walk both feet back. Lower all the way down. Cobra, opening our heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walking forward, front of our mat. And fold. From this position, press your feet into the floor. Feel engagement all the way up the back of our legs. And relax our legs. Place our hands on the outside of our calves. Press our feet into the floor, lift our tailbone up. Press your legs into your hands. And relax. Letting your hands come down. Let them hang. Place our hands on the side of our legs. Press our legs into our hands. Lift our tailbone up. Push our feet into the floor. Then start to lift our chest and reach it forward. And lower our chest down. Let our hands relax down, softening. Hands come to the outside of our legs. Press our feet, lift our tailbone, lift our chest, reach it forward halfway. Lowering our chest down, releasing our hands down, bend our knees, take our gaze forward, rise all the way up. Hands come together in front of our heart. Releasing our hands down to our side, step forward till you're all the way at the front of your mat. Lift our right heel, put it down. Lift our left heel, put it down. Feel the subtleties of shifting side to side and how our outer hips, the back of our hips, and the front of our hips stabilize our upper body over our legs. Then shift our weight into our left foot, lift our right heel. Lift our right foot, push through our right heel, put our toes on the ground. Lower our right heel down, lift our left heel, lift our left foot, bend our knee, push it back. Don't move your spine. Toes down, heel down, lift our front foot, step it back, nice and slow, keeping our upper body stable. Walking to the back of our mat. And as soon as we feel our foot come off of our mat, I want you to pause and come forward. Heel first, then toes. Lift our back foot, heel lands, then toes, and lift slowly, moving in balance. Soon as we feel our feet come off the mat, we're going to reverse again. Taking your time, stepping forward and back so that you're balancing on one leg a little bit longer while you move. Traveling forward and back, keeping our pelvis stable, keeping our low back stable. We're going to travel back one more time and bring it back to the front of our mat. When we make it to the front of our mat, grab a hold of our strap again. We're going to take our strap behind us. And then I want you to have your palms facing out and take your hands out at that 45 degrees. So as we hold on to that 45 degrees, I want you to lift your shoulders up, roll them back, actively pull them down. Then push the strap away from you. Holding and breathing. Bring the strap back to your hips and then take it back. As we reach our hands back, I want you to be mindful that you're not rolling your shoulders forward to do it. Keep them rolled back and down. Release your hands. and take them back. Bring them back to our hips and then down or back behind us. Now, as you bring them back, I want you to take your thumbs, roll them out. So your thumbs point out to the side. Take our hands back. You can adjust the width of your strap to honor your shoulders. Bring it down and draw it back. Should be a little bit easier to keep the shoulders rotated out. We're just creating a pattern within our shoulders. Stretching across the front of our pecs, across the front of our collarbones. Keeping the front of our ribs hugged in. One more time. And then release. Release one side, take our strap in front of us. We're going to have our thumbs pointed out again. Hold on to the strap in our hands, reach our strap up and overhead. And then we're going to take our strap over to the left and pull it down, keeping tension on the strap the whole time. Come back up and then take the strap to our right. And back up, keeping that tension on the strap. Pulling the strap apart. And take it out to the side again. Listen to how you engage your shoulders. If you're hearing clunking noises in your shoulders, palms point towards each other, thumbs point back. Same movement. And come up, bring our hands down in front of us. And then we're going to release the strap off to the side again. Step forward to the front of our mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Step our right foot back. Straighten our left leg to what feels good for you and hold. Hands can be on blocks, on the floor, on your front leg. Let your back heel soften down, hinging from your left hip. Bend your front knee. Put your right knee down. Release your foot. Take your hands to your front thigh. Come up so you're straightening your front leg a little bit, bringing your right hip over the top of your knee. Then tuck your tailbone to stretch the front of your hip. Soften your hips, bring them to neutral. We're going to sweep our right foot over to the left. Take our right hand, put it on the floor. Take our left hand, reach it up to the ceiling. Lower our hips back towards our right heel and come back up. Lower our hips back towards our heel and come back up. . Keep your left shoulder blade firm on your back so that you're opening your chest. Hand can reach up, hand can be at your shoulder, hand can be at your hip. Just make sure that shoulder's back and down. And come back up. We're going to lift our right hand, pivot on our right knee as we bring our hands down to the floor. Left hand's going to come to your knee. Inhale, lengthen through our spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Keeping our low belly hugged in, supporting our low back so that our rotation happens from mid back up. Bringing our left shoulder down, lift our right knee, step our right foot forward, and fold. Step our left foot back, lunge, long stance, straighten our front leg to what feels good for us. Folding through our upper body if that feels good, or reaching our heart forward. Bending our right knee, lower our left knee down to the floor. Sweep our left foot over to the right. Then come up so that we feel that 90-90 kind of position within our hips. Take our left hand down to the floor, right hand up to the ceiling, or to our shoulder, or to our hip. Sink our hips back towards our left heel, and come back up. Draw our hips back, and come back up. Chest stays open. Let's find one more time. Come back up. Right hand to our thigh, walk our left hand forward, pivot on our foot. We're going to come back up so that our shoulders are over our hips and our hips are over our left knee. Tuck our tailbone for a stretch across the front of our left hip. And relax our hips. Take our left hand down to the floor, right hand stays on our knee. Inhale, breathe length through our spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Slowly bring our right hand down. Step our right foot back. And we're going to come onto our bellies. As we find this position on our bellies, make sure our spine is neutral and comfortable. We're going to slide our hands back towards our feet with our thumbs pointing down. And then on our next inhale, lift our shoulders away from the floor. Lift our head, reach our hands back. Hugging our arms in towards the side of our body. Lowering our chest down, let our palms face up, let our shoulders roll down towards the floor and soften. Lift our hands, roll our shoulders back and down. So the shoulders lift away from the floor, shoulder blades engage onto our back, arms hug into the side of our body, thumbs point down. Lift our head, turn our gaze forward. Slowly lower our forehead down, followed by our shoulders with our palms facing up. Softening and relaxing the back of our shoulders, our mid-back. Lift our shoulders, roll them back, pull them down our back. Lift our hands. Press or interlace our fingers. Lift our head, open up our chest as we reach our hands back towards our feet. Slowly lower down. Allowing our shoulders to soften, our palms to face up. Taking our hands to the side of our chest, hug our elbows in, hug our bellies in, press up and back to child's pose. Walking our hands underneath our shoulders, press ourselves up. Let's crawl forward to the front of our mat. We're going to flip over into Shavasana, final relaxation. Closing our eyes, supporting our body in any fashion that feels good for us. Drawing our awareness back to our bodies. Allowing our breath to deepen. Inviting movement back into our bodies in any fashion that feels good for us. Slowly bend our knees. Roll over to our right side. Keeping our eyes closed, gently press ourselves up. As we rise up tall through our spine, lifting our head, allowing our shoulders to naturally roll back and down. Not forcing, not pulling. Just allow them to soften a little more back and down than forward. Bring our hands together in front of our heart, sealing in all that we found in this practice of mindfulness, movement, strength, letting go, listening, taking it all as a gift that we can use off of our mat in our day-to-day life. Namaste.